Our first fight.
Whatever, dude.
Before.
Oh, I'm self-conscious that they can't hear me.
They can definitely hear you. They can hear you better than ever.
All right. I said, do we just need to get headphones?
Welcome, everybody, to the Snoozers Football Podcast Show. I'm Brandon. I'm here with my friend Zach.
Nobody's going to take us serious till we get headphones, dude.
People take us so seriously. Right now, currently, people are taking us seriously. They're in their commute. They are
What if they're at their home?
Enjoying a fine glass of wine.
If you listen to us while you're just at your house, let us know.
Yes, please. That's big time. If you're just if this is just what you do. Mad props. We don't even listen to ourselves at home.
Yeah. Episode 22.
Episode 22.
I wrote it down so we didn't forget.
You wrote it down.
We tried so hard to make a big deal about episode 20 that we forgot episode 20. Also forgot episode 21.
Yes.
And now episode 22. But if you subtract the first two shitty shows that we did where it sounded like we were underwater.
Yeah, well, the first one was
this is
really
20.
Bad. I think we're getting better.
I think this is technically 20.
This is technically the real good 20.
Yeah.
Or
we're going to start numbering the episodes.
I did on the last one.
Did you?
Or Taylor Swift feeling 22, right?
That's allegedly.
We're in the Taylor Swift era. Is that red?
Don't ask me. I'm Team Travis.
Yes, I'm not Team Travis. He got 4 points in fantasy, but
fine, dude.
But I digress. What do you have on the docket for us, docket master?
A lot of dockets,
Zachariah.
Dude. We're going to start the show probably with a recap, just a quick little recap of Week 9, but then we're going to get into quite a few other things, some fun things.
Are we getting into fun things?
Yeah.
Again, I've not even looked.
We need to start taking callers.
We do. If we had headphones, we'd be able to.
And if we were live.
If we were live. We could go live, but
that would be a mess.
No, it wouldn't be a mess. We're not scripted or anything like that.
Yeah.
I actually have notes, but all the notes are actually just about the game. So as you go through, I would do my classic overreactions.
I'm going to let you do the Eagles breakdown first. That's how we always start, right? Eagles, Lions. I'll break down the Lions. Bye week. There you go. Your turn.
Did you guys win the bye week?
Yeah, we did great.
Huge. Oh, my God. Yep. The Eagles, I am so happy that this game is over with. They beat the Cowboys. They looked really good at times. They tried to give it away at the end. It was a classic NFC East absolute disaster. Those last, 2 minutes was just awful. I died when, right before halftime, Hurts got hit on his knee, and he was slow to get up. I know he's been dealing with a deep bone bruise over the last couple weeks, and that probably did not feel good. But that's not actual any damage. It just hurts like hell, I think.
Yeah,
right?
I don't know if it's a bone bruise or not, but they could be painful, even walking and any movement of the leg could hurt. But
he came out right after halftime too, and I know
he's not gonna sit out if he can play.
No. Do you see that post game speech? And they're like, "Hey, how do you why did you play with your knee? How's that doing?" And he's like, "For this team, for this city, I'll do anything." Woo! Woo!
Yeah, it's big time, dude.
If that doesn't sum it up, man. No, we came out with a win. We enter a very necessary bye week.
Yeah.
And then we go right back into it. We're at Arrowhead against the Chiefs, and then we host the Bills, and then we host the 49ers, and then we go to Dallas. So,
Man, that is crazy.
I still think we're the best team in the league right now. I still think we find ways to beat people.
We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Yes, we will. It's up there. Docket. It's up there. So, not really too much else to say. They looked good.
Yeah. I watched the game as well. I was very excited to watch the Eagles-Cowboys game. Are the Cowboys cursed, bro? I've seen it firsthand with the Lions. And the Cowboys might be cursed.
We had a lot of, not calls, not referee calls.
I wouldn't say referee calls, but just bad
luck
things,
with these fumbles that should have been turnovers with it wasn't Ferguson, it was the other tight end who his knee came down about this far for the goal line, so no touchdowns.
Just stepping out on his own.
So if Dak gets that 2-point conversion, then they just have to kick a field goal.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
I thought from the comfort of my own couch is looking in obviously is a lot easier and retrospectively, right? They lost, so I can sit here and say, oh, they should have done this, they should have done that. But I thought when they got sacked, he should have spiked the ball.
Me too.
Like, instead of running that play. And the reason I say that is, obviously, you get that stoppage in play. But when you don't spike it, I don't think the guys on Dallas necessarily knew that he wasn't going to spike it because they kind of were like, oh, shit, we're running a play. But then really the only play that they're going to run is straight to the end zone.
Yep.
And, like, you're just running into a wall of Eagles at the goal line. Like, they were 20 yards and, deep on their secondary. So it's like it just seems like a wasted play, right? And, like,
Cowboys tend to do that at the end of games. They always
but
have
even
the
then,
funny
though,
things.
like that play that didn't score, like I think it was CD, right?
Yep.
That caught that. Like, you spike it and then you run that play. Like, you're right there.
And you got
another play to go.
Yep.
Yeah, I just didn't like it. And it seemed like a panic thing.
It did seem a little panicky, but we made it out with a dub.
I'm sure that they wish they would have ran a different, or they would have ran that differently. Like I said, easy for us to say watching it, but I didn't agree with that. And Eagles win the game.
Eagles win 8-1, baby.
Crazy, dude.
We're going into it.
Crazy, and I just still don't know how good Dallas is. Like, I think
they're pretty damn good.
I do too.
I really think we're going to lose the next one
good.
at Dallas.
You think so?
Yeah.
So, like, I think there's some times where I'm like, man, Dallas might be like one of the best teams in the league.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, maybe Dallas is good, right? I don't think they're bad. But are they good or are they great? And, like, that's kind of
good.
The in-between,
They're just good,
right?
yeah.
Like, I think Philadelphia is great. I just don't.
Thank you.
I don't think Dallas is great at this moment. And they're dealing with some injuries. So, like.
Yeah. Not more than us.
I mean.
We're down bad, bro.
You got Diggs that's out for them.
Yeah, they do have Trey.
Yeah. So that's kind of tough. And I think they had one more big-time guy that was out that I don't know. I just don't know Dallas well enough.
I think one of their tackles or something was out, but then, like, one of their other promising one, he had missed last week, and he came back this week.
Yeah.
And I think they hate that Tyler Steen guy, that right guard that let up those 2 sacks at the end against Brandon Graham and then Hassan Reddick.
Yeah.
Oh, Josh Sweat, sorry. Best celebration in the game. Sweat? How good is that?
Wipe your brow.
That's so good. Next games. What?
Yeah, let's
this
go
is
over.
when we pull up the ESPN schedule.
Yep, we're going to pull up the ESPN schedule. And then we'll go from there. Thursday night, Steelers Titans. We already recapped that one. Dolphins and Chiefs.
Ooh.
In Germany.
It was a weird game.
It was a weird game. I didn't watch any of it, to be honest.
Really? Oh no. So Chiefs ran away with it. In the first
21-0 or 21-7, right?
It was 21. I think it was 21-0. And then the Dolphins ended up coming back, and it's so funny. So, like, I saw a thing. It's like these are like two of like the most like exciting offenses in the NFL, and there was only 28 offensive points scored because one of those touchdowns for the Chiefs was a scoop and score.
Oh yeah, I saw that from Tyreek.
And then the cool little lateral.
I did see that where Tyreek fell.
There's that, and then it ended. Then the Dolphins start coming back, and we're getting excited, and it has like the least climactic ending ever, which is where it's like Tua fumbled a snap and he had to fall on it on 4th and 10, and then they lose that way. So, sad.
I saw that. Yeah. I think as much as you want I guess I don't know any of the numbers, but like my thought is you got two of the best teams. Like, let's have them play over here. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't make them go through the whole travel situation.
Yeah.
And like, I guess it could be cool, and for exposure reasons, like
trying to put our best product over there, but even
then you don't. The best product isn't the best product because of the travel and all of the other factors that aren't normal that don't let these guys maybe perform to their peak performance because of that.
Right.
You know,
quick 30-second offshoot. Are the Dolphins not that good?
Man, it kind of looks like it, huh?
So I have a fun blurb right here, right? The Dolphins haven't beat a team with a winning record since week 3 of last year. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. I think the Dolphins are good, but I think we need to talk about the same question you asked with the Cowboys, right? They beat the teams they're supposed to, which is good. That's that's what makes you a playoff team.
I'm getting all juiced up. Like, I got goosebumps. This is football talk, baby.
Yeah, you beat the teams you're supposed to, and like to a certain extent, I don't want to bring the Lions into it, but we've kind of done the same thing.
Right.
We put our hands on the teams that we're supposed to, and we take care of business. And then when you play tough teams, like you kind of choke it down the throat there. I don't know what to say, but I think you could put the Dolphins in there. Of like the Dolphins, the Cowboys, is where we're gonna find out.
How far we've come since week 1 or 2. The Dolphin noise.
I definitely think they're good.
Yes, 100%.
So, Ravens blast the Seahawks.
Yes. So
you're scared of the Ravens.
The Ravens are they might be the best team in the NFL. They look really good. So they have the best. I saw right. They have the best defense since the 2000 Ravens,
which is scary.
Which they were pretty good. They were pretty good. Yeah. And then so the Ravens, so this is the opposite, right, of the Dolphins. So the Ravens have played 3 or 4 like teams with winning records, and the point differential there, Ravens 103, the other team's 12 points. And the Lions were half of that.
I was gonna say I saw the stat that the Ravens beat the Lions and Seahawks like 73-9 or something.
Yes. The NFC West put up 6 points this week.
That's so tough.
Isn't that good? The Ravens are very, very, very good.
Yeah,
and I just like
they're so hard to scheme against, bro.
Yeah,
you cannot. Nobody is like them in the NFL. I don't care what you say.
Nope.
The offense that they run. That even to a certain extent they run a variation of defense too, like blitzes and their 3-4 package.
I saw some all 22s, right, of like Geno Smith, and they're like, well, Geno Smith, like he did not play well. Like I think he played as well as they could. So like you look and it's like every single pass. Yeah. The fact that it was called was like a fucking miracle. Like, there's one where I think he threw it to Tyler Lockett, and I swear to God, there's 4 Ravens, and Tyler Lockett has to snag it from the sideline and drag his toe. Yeah, and that was like a 12-yard completion, and they're like, thank God we got a first down. Yeah, like
they're just so dialed in right now, and like their offense is great. They're running the ball, really really well, which always helps. I think that
even with J.K. out,
I don't think J.K. Dobbs is that good, but. I think they're more of like a system as well, though.
Yep.
Right. You can put really anybody back there, and their scheme and their offensive line, they're very good as well.
Yep.
I just watched a highlight of Tyler Lindenbaum, their center.
Yes. And I was high on him in the draft.
It was from all 22 perspective, where he's pulling on kind of like a little sweep. He blocks one guy, and then it's Ingram, I believe, was their rookie running back.
Right.
I think that was his name. Breaks a tackle, and the play kind of like slows down almost to a stop, but then he like breaks a tackle, keeps going. Lindenbaum goes and blocks another 2 guys.
Yeah.
And this is like 35 yards downfield.
Yep, I saw a blurb, and he's like 30 yards downfield looking for action.
Yeah, but like those are winning plays.
Yep.
Like you're going to find, if you watch the Eagles games, you're going to find that. If you watch the Lions games, like you're going to find that. Like these offensive linemen that are going 30, 35 yards downfield, wide receivers, even plays like we go back to the Craig Reynolds play.
Yes.
You could stand and watch, but you want to go block.
You're not standing around like a Madden player after the ball's by line of scrimmage.
Those are winning plays, and the Ravens are doing them, and I think it opens up their passing game enough. Like they're running the ball so well. It's kind of like what Tennessee used to do, right?
Yep.
Different style, but same thing of like the fear of Derrick Henry is going to open up the passing game. So
we're very blessed with good football, I think.
Thank goodness the Ravens didn't get him, dude, because it would have been.
Could you imagine?
Bro.
They'd be runaway, man. It'd be ridiculous.
I don't even want to think about that.
I don't even want to manifest that.
Next game, Cardinals-Browns, 27-0. Favor of the Browns.
Who we thought they were. No, so I don't even have this stat down, so I might be a little off, right? So again, like, we're not a statistics people, but we can we can look at a stat line and be like, that's good or that's bad.
Yeah.
So the Cardinals had 58 yards on 48 plays.
That's not good.
If the Browns had even top 15 quarterback play, I mean, they're running away with everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I think.
And Clayton Tune is a better country artist than a football player. But Kyler Murray comes back next week.
You're so excited about that, dude.
I don't like Kyler Murray.
Kind of a barn burner game. Texans, Bucks.
I am so excited to talk about the Texans and the Buccaneers. First and foremost, right? Baker Mayfield played really well.
Before you go any farther, do not try to say that you took credit for C.J. Stroud because you were Anthony Richardson. We'll go back and we'll listen to the episodes. I was Bryce Young. I was wrong. You were Anthony Richardson.
But who did I have at number 2?
Verdict is still out. Out of 3? I have nothing to toot your own horn about.
So, okay.
You were Anthony Richardson until week 4. So don't even. I know exactly where you're going with
I'm
it.
not. No. So
don't you dare.
Everybody's talking about C.J. Stroud, and
rightfully so.
And I'm gonna bypass. I'm gonna go the contrarian route. Okay. So first, I'm gonna talk about Baker Mayfield. Actually played really well. Yeah. He has an absolute.
They put up 37 points.
I know he has a cannon. Like this would be everybody would be talking about Baker Mayfield if they won. Yeah. Right. Yeah. He tossed that huge pass to Mike Evans or something or Godwin or something, and he has the least interceptions in the league except for he's second.
Yeah.
In interceptions, right? So that is my takeaway from the Buccaneers. But
scientific.
My takeaway for the Texans is the test results came back positive, and there's overwhelming amounts of dog detected in C.J. Stroud. Do you know how good he is?
He's good.
He's really good, man. And there's all this discord. They should not be as good as they are. They're 4-4. They're in the hunt for the AFC South. They're probably going to make the playoffs if they keep playing like this. He's so good. Look. This is what I have. This is what I was just writing down. I said the 2-point conversion dog, the lateral dog, and the over-the-shoulder dime dog. He just had those are just 3 plays that really stand out to me. He's really good.
We're gonna find out.
And. You have nothing else to say about C.J. Stroud?
We're going to find out.
He's better than Bryce Young, which is unfair to Bryce Young because everybody keeps comparing him. But then, this is what you can get excited about. What about that field goal?
That's pretty cool.
They had a running back.
Yeah, what was his name?
It's a really long name, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't have the name.
I don't know his name either. Very, very long name.
But we never get, I think the last time an actual other position kicked an actual field goal, not a point after, was 2004. So
yeah,
blessed with football.
It's Ogumbawale, I think.
What'd you call me?
Ogumbawale?
No, that's a tight end, isn't it? Oh, it's his brother.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey,
somebody's very big fans of this player, and they're turning off the podcast right now.
Yeah, let us know. Anyways, he smoked that sucker.
That could have went. Justin Tucker, watch out.
Yeah. Fun game to watch.
Very fun. Insane ending. Yeah. Tank Dell's really good.
Yeah.
But so there's a Tank Bigsby as well.
Yep.
He's on the
running back for the Jags.
Yeah.
From
so
Auburn,
I keep getting him confused.
I believe.
Yeah. But Tank Dell's really good.
Yeah. Tank Dell's wide receiver. Bears Saints. 24-17. That's all I got to say about that one.
Really? We need to talk about Taysom Hill. So
yeah.
I'm a very big fan of Taysom Hill because he's chaotic. Because you never know what's going to happen as soon as he lines up behind center. And he helped me win my fantasy league that one sketchy year where you could pick him up when he was the starting quarterback for 4 weeks.
He was a starting quarterback, but you could only put him in at tight end, and he was getting 20 points a game.
Yeah, so he helped carry me to one.
You would for sure do that.
I know, I would for sure do that, right? But I think this goes into the big old galaxy. But I think Taysom Hill is ahead of his time because I think eventually the NFL is going to be more open to these do-it-all gadget players and kind of flex back to almost like a college. You don't think so? So you love Brian Branch, and you say they drafted him as a positionless player.
Yeah, defense is different, though, than offense. I think Taysom Hill is very much not a one of a kind player, but
you love. I think
he's a rare guy that can play quarterback or did play quarterback enough to hey, we might need him to start for a week, and we can go win a game. Like, you're not going to – most tight ends can't do that.
Make them do that.
But it's not. Like,
I want Sam Laporta taking snaps in Wildcat.
Yeah, it's hard enough to play tight end when you have to run routes and block, like blocking assignments. Oh, here, by the way, be a quarterback too.
I'm not saying all tight ends will be this way.
That's exactly what you want.
No, but like we just saw a running back smash like a 38-yard kick.
Yeah, that's just being an athlete.
We're in 5 years, on our 5-year anniversary special, we're going to talk. There's going to be more than one Taysom Hill in the league.
I'm going to want talking guys that can do all that stuff?
Yeah, but they're also going to start I think coaches are going to start utilizing it more.
Yeah.
I think they're going to start looking at players as athletes, like you say, as opposed to just slot them in at running back, slot them in as wide receiver.
Yeah. I think they do that already. I mean, look at Jahmyr Gibbs.
Well, I know, not really.
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly what they said when we drafted him. We're going to use him as a running back. We're going to use him as a slot receiver. Mm-hmm. We're going to use him.
See, we're already getting there.
I know, but like I think it's you're such a big leap. I'm trying to think how I can phrase this. Right.
You're so mad.
Going from, let's say, even running back to receiver to tight end to a certain point, all those three positions are pretty similar. Mm-hmm. Like quarterback's a whole different thing. Right. That'd be like asking Brian Branch to play, cornerback and safety, and then, hey, we're going to have you also play like middle linebacker.
Trying to.
It's just some people aren't built for it though too. So it's right. I think defense is not way easier than offense, mm-hmm. but it's also, I think, a little bit more instinctive.
Yeah.
Right. You can play in different spots on the field. If you're in a nickel or wherever, where Brian Branch can be all over the field, and his instincts kind of just take over. Mm-hmm. But I also think that's kind of a Taysom Hill thing too. Yeah. Right. I just disagree.
We stand Taysom Hill in this household. On to the next game.
Yeah, I like Taysom Hill.
Also, Bears are going to get the first overall pick.
Why are they going to get both?
And get Caleb Williams and still be bad. Because Caleb Williams, did you see he was crying and he said he just wanted to cuddle with his dog and watch some TV shows after their loss?
Yeah, wait till he gets to play for the Bears. That'd be even worse. Vikings beat the Falcons. Your boy shaved his mustache.
Arthur Smith, the football terrorist.
Yeah, your favorite football terrorist. He shaved his mustache because he didn't want it anymore because
he's so bad. I can't stand him.
They had a chance to win.
They did?
On inside the 5, right?
Yep.
And they ran some reverses.
Yep.
I think they tried the fumble rooski.
They try to outthink themselves, man.
Trying to get too crazy.
I know. Ritter got shadow benched. They're like, we're benching you, but not really. That's kind of weird.
They told him to go hey, go grab that over at the end of the bench. And Heineke, go in real fast.
Back, he's like,
hold on, just right here.
Ritter's on the sideline counting the players.
Yeah.
And Bijan Robinson, I think, is at a 40% snap share now, which is football terrorism. Why even spend the
maybe put him at quarterback?
Maybe. Let's get crazy. But
Dolphins Wildcat from back in the day.
We need to talk about my second favorite quarterback behind C.J. Stroud, Josh Dobbs.
You don't like Josh Dobbs.
I am obsessed with Josh Dobbs.
You thrashed him when he was in Arizona.
Yeah. Did I?
Yeah.
You
are a modern day Skip Bayless.
You always say I want to be Skip so bad.
You are.
Do you know how crazy this Josh Dobbs thing is?
Yeah.
We won't even talk about the other teams that he's been on. But he got here this week.
Where did he go to school?
Oh, we talked about this.
You don't even know.
I don't care.
You're fraud.
I don't care. I'm getting a CJ Stroud jersey. That's 100%.
He went to Tennessee.
Yes.
He was very good at Tennessee.
No, I know this because it goes into my notes. I did not know the school, but I know it, okay?
No, you don't.
So he shows up this week.
Good news. Hey, everybody, if you have any success in your life, don't wait too long. Brandon Zufa will be right behind you, cheering you on like he was there from the start.
I just want to gas up the homies, man.
Yeah.
I'm jumping on the Josh Dobbs bandwagon because the story's so crazy. So running an NFL offense is hard, right? Yeah. He shows up this week. There's numerous clips where he doesn't know the names of half the players on the team. And there's
Kevin O'Connell was on the Pat McAfee show today. I got lucky enough to listen to the interview, which is cool that we're talking about this. Which, to be fair, obviously you didn't read the skeleton, but I have a whole Josh Dobbs segment on here. So let's just continue.
Into the Josh Dobbs segment right here?
Well, no, with a recap, and then we'll talk more about Josh Dobbs.
Okay. It'll give me a chance to calm down.
Yeah, you need to calm down a little bit. And we'll talk. I have literally a full segment that's Josh Dobbs.
Really?
Is Josh Dobbs
because I did not
star?
see the Pat McAfee interview, so
And
we can compare notes.
And you don't ever read the skeleton.
No, because I like to freeball it. So move on. Vikings are going to sneak their way into the playoffs.
Definitely, dude. They hold a playoff spot.
Anyways,
Vikings.
No, Packers are the 7th seed.
Vikings beat the Falcons. Packers, Rams. You're a huge.
Dresser Wynn did not throw. What a waste of a game slot.
Yeah.
I don't think he did a single throw. It's Brett Ripien or whatever.
Yeah.
Ripien throwing.
We both pronounce his name wrong.
Yeah.
I think it's Ripien.
I think it's Ripien. I think you're right.
No,
there.
I think I said Ripien.
Oh, I think Ripien's right.
No, I think it's Ripien. I don't know.
If this is the most we have to talk about, this silly, congratulations, Packers. You beat Brett Ripien throwing to Ben Skoranek.
Yeah. Well, 20-3. Packers beat the Rams. Not much to say about that game. Commanders-Patriots. Commanders win 2017. Not a lot to say about that game.
No, Ramondre Stevenson finally did something on fantasy, and I still got my teeth kicked in.
Good.
And Sam Howell's fun.
Yeah, Sam Howell's a good guy.
Scary Terry had some catches.
He's a good receiver. Raiders put it to the Giants. Your boy, Pierce. The coach.
Yeah, we called this.
Antonio Pierce.
We called this. This is the.
You know how rich I'd be if I took all my money out? Like
I know.
Said I was going to be?
You said this is the ping pong table, new coach excited game.
Yeah, they came out and thrashed Tommy DeRito.
It was the first time they scored 21 points this season, and they did it in the first half.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and Josh McDaniels is at home punching air.
Oh, my God.
Taking down notes, going,
$85 million.
Run it with Josh Jacobs?
Do you see what Josh Jacobs said? He said he told AOC, he's like, if you're ever out there and if you're nervous, not sure what to do, he said, just give me the ball.
Yeah.
Like, how cool is that?
Yeah.
And he must have been damn nervous because he gave him the ball like a lot.
Josh McDaniels is at home going, God, we only had this Josh Jacobs guy when I was there.
Did they just get him?
Yeah. Trade deadline must be unbelievable. Cowboys, Eagles, we already went over that one. Your Indianapolis Colts and the Panthers. Colts win 27-13.
Yes, the Colts won. And we won't talk about Bryce Young because he's not that good. The only takeaway we have from this is Jim Irsay, our boy Jim Irsay. It's on our TikTok. I put it up. I stole it. Him getting down to Meek Mill Dreams and Nightmares doing a never-before-seen dance move. Like, I don't know if he's starting a lawnmower or what.
He was inappropriately touching the ghost that was in the room. This is what I saw. That's all I saw. It was one of these.
I love Jim Irsay so much.
Yeah, it was tough. And then the nightcap was a good one. Bengals, Bills.
Yes.
Bengals are hot, hot, hot. How's that song go? With the drums.
Yes. Yep. The Bengals are last place in the AFC North.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like, they're like one of my Super
Not
Bowl.
for long, though.
No, not for long.
Not for long.
I know, like, Joe Burrow played on one leg for the first, 3-4 games. But, no, the Bengals look really good.
Joe Burrow, dude. I love him, man.
I love that guy.
I'd start a franchise with him immediately.
Jamar Chase has a back issue that said might actually keep him out a couple games. Do you see
Could
that?
be, dude.
But then
It's
T.
tough.
Higgins stepped right up.
Yeah. Well, they've got him and then Boyd even.
I always forget about Boyd.
Yeah. He gets a little overshadowed.
Mixon had a decent game.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah.
Finally. All right. So, a couple things with the week and recap. Do you think, and truthfully, take your fanhood out of this.
Yep.
Do you think the Ravens are overall number one in the power rankings over the Eagles? I think it's those two. Mm-hmm. So I think it's either one of those two. Man, it's so tough. I think based off of
It's really hard.
Yeah.
I don't think I've actually seen enough like actual Ravens sit down, watch every snap in order to make a completely educated decision. But I will say at this point, I would probably put the Ravens a little bit above the Eagles just because they sound scarier than us. You know, like I look at the point differential, I see the highlights. I don't get to see the mistakes and stuff like that. I don't get to see turnovers. But like if I just watch the highlights and look at this point differential, oh my God, they're terrifying.
And I'll say this, like I'm looking at the Eagles' schedule right now, and it's
so screwed.
It's been like we're gonna find out about the Eagles here real quick, but
they beat the Dolphins.
They beat the Dolphins. They beat the Cowboys. Those are two very good teams. And then everybody else is kind of So we'll find out. I think it'll be a fun thing to keep tabs on here, especially the Eagles after this gauntlet.
What about a Dirty Bird Super Bowl? That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be wild, dude. The Philadelphia Eagles versus the Baltimore
Monkey's paw curls, and it's like the.
What did you say?
Like, do you know what the monkey paw is?
Yeah.
Like the monkey paw is like a bad genie.
When you say it fast, it sounds like you're saying monkey balls. That's why I was confused.
It is not, the monkey balls do not curl. Would it be like, hey, like, you know, oh, I'd love to see like the Dirty Bird Super Bowl, and then you know, like actually like the Cardinals and like the Seahawks break out and have like a really good season and go down the stretch. That'd be a monkey paw curl thing.
Okay.
You hated that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna boom you with one later on in the season.
Okay. Love that for us.
Episode 23.
Playoff picture. The whole AFC North is in the playoffs.
The entire AFC North, send every single one.
Yeah. So
and the Green Bay Packers are the 7th seed, which is fucked up. But
they are?
Yeah.
That's wild.
But yeah, the entire AFC North. It's like the NFC East of like last year.
Yeah. So who do you think in the AFC North doesn't make it? I think obviously Ravens are in. And then those other three teams. It's hard, dude.
It's really hard.
I think the Bengals are the second best team in that in that division. I think Pittsburgh finds ways to win games, but I don't think they're that good.
Yeah, no, they're not.
But they do win games.
Tomlin should win Coach of the Year just because he's
working with.
He's still doing it, man.
Yeah. I think at the end of the day, I hate to say it, but I think Pittsburgh's going to be out. You know, I think the Browns will squeak in because they have such a good defense.
Yep.
If Nick Chubb was still at the Browns, I'd say Browns for sure.
Yeah.
One team that's not in right now, I've got tooting my own horn about Buffalo Bills.
They're not
in the playoffs.
They're not in the playoffs right now?
Well, no, because it's the 4 division leaders and then the 3 other AFC North teams.
Well, I guess you're right. Holy
Of course I'm right.
That's almost as good of a prediction as my CJ Stroud prediction.
Because of math.
That's exactly.
I said the Bills. I said the Bills are going to be 3rd place in the AFC North.
That could be an
AFC East. Excuse me.
That could be an all-time. That could be an all-time moment.
I'm just saying. Dude.
Whoa!
I'm just saying.
You love to hate the Bills.
I like the Bills though.
I'm kind of tired.
I like Josh Allen. I like
Stephon
Diggs.
Josh Allen's kind of annoying.
Yeah, you know I'm tired of fucking Eagles.
You cannot be tired of the Eagles. They got so much swagger.
All right. Next segment. We're going to the next one. Josh Dobbs. You tried to ruin it. You tried to sabotage it.
I did not. No, now it's like there was like a preview, like in a movie, and it's like we're gonna come back to it.
So you think Josh Dobbs is a budding superstar?
I don't know if Josh Dobbs is a budding superstar.
Oh, how 10 minutes have changed.
I just think what he did yesterday is incredible.
Yeah.
Like, you run an NFL offense. They have him on the sideline. He's teaching, like, the linemen, like, his cadence. And he's like, hey,
before the game,
when I sound like this, I'm about to snap the ball.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So what Kevin O'Connell was on Pat McAfee today, and I caught the tail end of the interview, probably like the last, 10 minutes of it or so. But he was talking about, so basically what they were doing was when I think they were trying to call the play super fast to get it in, and then Kevin O'Connell in the headset, because the headset cuts off at 15 seconds on the play clock.
Yep.
That's standard across the league. So once 15 seconds
crazy.
hits, cuts out.
Yep.
So you've got.
Could you imagine being Josh Dobbs? You just hear the crowd,
so
and
you've
you're
got
like,
a 40-second play clock, I believe, right? So call in the play as quick as possible, and then essentially Kevin O'Connell was telling him the routes. Hey, you guy on your right's going to run a streak. The guy to your left is going to run a slant.
and he's saying like you're the guy because he doesn't know the players.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
He was at one point, he was like, the guy on the right, his name's Jordan. He's going to be running a slant. Jordan Addison.
And it's so.
I mean, to be honest, though, it's kind of like I would assume what they would do with like a young quarterback. Because Kevin O'Connell was even saying sometimes I would tell him what routes they were going to run. Sometimes I would say, hey, your first read is the two receivers on your left, then you're looking back to the right. Hey, this play we're just going to, we're going to look at this corner, and we're going to see what he does.
And they pulled it off. God, do I love the Vikings? That's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
So Josh Dobbs, this is just a fun little nugget, right?
Yeah.
So he's a literal rocket scientist.
Yeah.
He went to school for aerospace engineering at Tennessee.
Yeah.
He graduated with a 4.0.
Yep.
And do you know what his nickname is that people started coining him today?
The Passtronaut.
The Passtronaut is so good. That's so good.
Yeah. I like it.
And also, apparently Jaron Hall?
Yeah.
Apparently he looked pretty good before he got concussed.
Did he?
People said. There's actually questions about who's going to start moving forward.
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
But Josh Dobbs was very good at Tennessee. So,
yeah.
I mean, it was.
I just love it.
It was
what
very,
you described.
It was
so cool.
very similar to like how Hendon Hooker was, where
Yep.
I feel like Tennessee and the SEC always just kind of battling uphill against those other teams. And when they have a really good quarterback, they're always in these games. And
where is Hendon Hooker's on the Lions, isn't he?
Yeah, he's injured though.
Yeah, yeah,
he tore his ACL or whatever.
Yeah, I liked Hendon Hooker.
But Josh Dobbs had a very, very good career at Tennessee, a very successful one too. I mean, they almost always lost to Alabama, but I mean, they were very good, and Josh Dobbs was a very good player. So
Passtronaut.
You
got a good one, Vikings. Vikings are still gonna fight. Like give them one thing, they just don't give up on seasons.
Yeah. And Kevin O'Connell was talking about at the deadline they were trying to find another quarterback.
Yeah.
And they wanted somebody that they said was smart, and somebody that the big thing was used to the NFL speed. They didn't get intimidated by the speed of the NFL.
Yep. That's a big thing that I always hear.
Was his quote.
Which
you think
they always say
that,
the game starts to slow down, right?
But even then, you think about these guys that are coming in. Like I wish I would have had our notes from last, but all those players we read.
Yeah.
All of our fresh meat take from last episode, like some of those guys, right? Taylor Heineke, I think, was on there, and Will Levis and those guys. But
Dresser Winbred Ripon.
Yeah, but those guys, they're not used to how fast it is.
And we're not talking about them today.
Yeah, and I can't imagine how fast. I can't remember. I think it was a game we were just talking about like a week or two ago. But it was on primetime, and a backup quarterback came in, and it's just all of a sudden, dude, you're on the sidelines, never have played before.
Was it Tommy DeRito?
Probably.
I think it was Tommy DeRito.
But dude, all of a sudden you're in and
just boom.
You've got guys that are
that's crazy,
huge,
man. That gives me goosebumps because
it's like a movie.
I know. I would just like to
if you can picture yourself in front of offensive lines in front of you, and you're trying to run these routes, and guys are flying all over the place. And
what really resonates with me is what you said. So it's okay, fuck, obviously you're an athlete, you want to compete, but also you're kind of scared shitless. So you're okay, Daniel Jones took a hard hit, right? Yeah. Or you're Danny DeRito or Tommy DeRito, whatever his name we made up is. You're like Daniel Jones, he just got hurt. Is he hurt? You're oh fuck. So it's boom, helmet on, right? Well, you're going out there, you're not used to the speed, and what resonated with me was what you said. The coach is talking through. Yeah. But at 15 seconds, it just.
I know you have. I know you've never seen it, and I'll have to send you the clip. But it's like the beginning of Any Given Sunday.
Is that good?
Yeah.
I've not seen Any Given Sunday.
Very
Football
good.
movie?
Yeah.
I've seen Rudy.
Yeah. It's the inches speech.
Oh, is that really?
Yeah.
I thought that was on.
But it's a perfect example of like through movie how it can kind of feel.
Yeah.
Like I want to say Jamie Foxx.
I love Jamie Foxx. He was good in Ray.
I think. Yeah, Jamie Foxx is Willie Beeman, who's the backup quarterback that comes in. Al Pacino is in it, obviously. He's the coach. But I'll have to send you that clip from right when Jamie Foxx goes in. He's a backup quarterback, and the original quarterback gets hurt, comes in, and it's like a perfect portrayal of like guys flying by you like before the snap.
Yeah.
Like, the guy, like the defensive linemen are yelling at him, and it's just like it's a like that's how I think about it. I love that. Right? So yeah. I mean,
by the way, talking about people running, is there like a what are the rules on guys going in motion? So I have to find the clip. So there was a play in the Miami game. You know how much they love sending guys in motion. Yep. Tyreek Hill goes in motion and he runs like 5 or 6 yards behind Tua. He's pretty far in the back.
So you cannot have motion towards the line of scrimmage before the ball is snapped, and I believe if you have 2 guys in motion, 1 guy has to come to a set.
Okay,
before
but you can just run around in back because
you can't go towards the line of scrimmage.
No, but
you can't. Well, you can't. Yeah, you can't go towards the line of scrimmage when the ball is snapped.
Yeah.
So he can go back.
Yeah, he was running behind. It was super weird. And then he did a dump off, and then he threw it back, and then he tried.
So, very rarely do you have 2 guys in motion, but sometimes you'll see, if you have, a 2 tight end set, and then they'll both stand up and move to the other side, a shift. Like one of those guys.
They know the play.
Well, one of those guys has to come set before.
Yep.
And I believe if you're, if you are going towards the line of scrimmage, you have to come set before the play. So you can't get a running start like Canadian football.
I'm learning so much.
So what a lot of the Dolphins do is they run parallel, right?
Yep,
the line of scrimmage, and then as soon as the ball's snapped, you take cuts up. So then that's how you get your speed. Because even then, when you're running a wheel route, think how fast. He's already running full speed. The ball's snapped, now he's going.
Yeah.
As opposed to steadying in motion, how hard that is, especially how fast the Dolphins are.
Yep.
And they probably get away with some stuff that's very, very close.
Yep.
I
love Mike McDaniel. Did you see that of him walking in? Our awkward millennial coach where he's trying to hide behind the guy. It's so good.
Or the interview where he was in Germany and he was asking them. He walked up to the podium and says something along the lines of I know you guys all thought I was bigger in person, huh?
Oh, my God.
All the reporters were just
I love the guy.
Yeah, and his dry humor just does not translate.
No, not at all. He's very awkward. I'm a big fan of him.
Yeah, which is great because it's a great transition into the Dolphins and Chiefs that played in Germany. So do you think, is it feasible for an expansion team to go overseas?
Nope.
No?
It'd just be unfair to the rest of the league.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding? That would suck.
Yeah.
That would suck.
So you think that they put these games overseas just to try to
just get people just talking about the league, talking. But I don't think an expansion team is a good idea.
Yeah.
Or if it would ever really be feasible.
Yeah. All right. If you could do an expansion team, where would you put them?
It'd have to be England, right?
Anywhere. You can put them anywhere.
Anywhere?
Anywhere in the U.S. Anywhere
in the U.S.?
Anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in the world?
Yeah.
Anywhere in the U.S.?
Coopersville, Michigan.
I think the good people of San Diego need a team again. I just that, put a team back in there, right?
Yeah.
That's that's the first one that jumped to my mind.
Yeah. So I had the benefit of knowing the script today. So I was doing a little
I want to hear
digging, a little poking around, and
Canada could work, but
so I was looking at some of the other bigger cities that have sports teams, right, in other sports, and to be honest, a majority of the big cities, we've got it covered in the NFL,
right?
So
it's not glaring.
Boston,
give New York a
but Foxborough's just down the road.
Yeah, Boston's Patriots.
Yeah. So you have them. You could add an Orlando team,
another Florida team.
You want another California team?
But San Diego deserves one.
So, like,
Oakland.
maybe
Oakland. God, Oakland Raiders, that just worked well.
So maybe like a San Antonio team.
Another Texas team?
I mean, these are the cities. Oklahoma City was one. Maybe like Portland. So, like,
Portland.
my
Seahawks.
official answer for this was going to be Toronto.
Yes. Thank you.
I think that would be like the best spot for a team because it's not super far away, right? You're close to like a bunch of teams.
Yeah.
And it's a bigger city, I do believe, than like the couple cities that we just named. Maybe I'm wrong. Somebody can fact check me, but like based off of just sports teams.
Toronto or Vancouver?
Vancouver is
It's pretty far over.
That's north of Seattle.
Yep.
So like that would
kind of secluded.
by
It sounds
far be the farthest team.
Could you name 5 Canadian cities?
Yeah.
You can?
Toronto, Montreal, Ottawa, Winnipeg, Vancouver.
Done.
All hockey teams.
If you had never heard about hockey before, could you have done it?
Probably not.
That's so good.
Saskatchewan.
You're on it.
Alberta.
I don't think those are cities. I think those are like areas.
No, they're cities.
I don't think
Toronto's a city.
Toronto's
Ottawa is a city.
Toronto. Huh?
Vancouver is a city.
What was the second one?
Ottawa.
I don't think Ottawa's a city, man.
You want to bet?
I think it's like an area of.
Do you want to bet? It's an area. What do you mean it's an area?
It's like an area. So they have like provinces. So they have like British
Correct.
Columbia.
Yeah.
They have Ottawa. They have Nova Scotia. No, oh my God, we're gonna get canceled in Canada so hard. I don't think Ottawa's a city, man.
Ottawa is in Ontario.
What? No, Ontario's in Ottawa.
No.
No, Ontario.
Ottawa is a city.
It's in Ontario.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I got those confused.
Ottawa is the capital city of Canada. The city is located on the south
it's literally
bank
the capital,
of
and
the
I'm arguing if it's real?
Yeah. Is the eastern portion of southern Ontario. So Ontario would be the province.
So it'd be like if you said Ontario was a city. Okay, those are too similar to me.
Yes.
Have you ever been to Canada?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'd like to go visit Canada.
Long time ago. I went to somewhere.
Toronto. You probably went to the Niagara Falls. Because we're pretty close.
I went to an outskirt of Toronto.
A suburb.
Yeah. I went to, where did I go? Somewhere in there. But yeah, I've been a couple times.
That's a good idea.
It's a fun little.
In CFL, I don't know how seriously they take it up there, but I mean, they're good enough for dress or win to be cut.
Yeah, I don't think that you're gonna. I think like
Johnny Manziel still up there.
No, Johnny Manziel was at a hockey game the other day.
In Canada.
No, it was in Arizona, watching the Coyotes.
This is crazy. Hey.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been in Canada.
I'm going to show how stupid I am. I saw a video of like a hockey ice rink getting done.
Yeah.
And I did not know.
You're going to be so stupid right here. I can't wait.
I did not know they painted the ice white.
Yeah.
I just thought it was just very nice ice. Like
they paint everything underneath.
Yeah, so actually,
like the lines,
so it's
and everything.
concrete, and then they do ice, and then they paint, and then ice over it.
Yeah.
And then the Zamboni then like buffs that out. So
Yep.
That's pretty cool. Did not know that.
Yep.
It's like one of those things.
Sure it is. I think I was in London.
London, Canada?
London, Ontario.
London, Ontario.
Yeah.
Which is in Canada. Yes.
Correct. Which is not quite to Toronto. So, yeah. That was my Canada trip. Yeah, I'd put him in I'd put him in Toronto.
Done.
Yeah. And I would not let you be the GM of the Toronto Huskies because you drive them straight into the ground.
I like how you went Huskies, yeah, because I did give up on that franchise.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to bring those guys back to life, maybe, and do my own GM.
Yeah, I got voted off the island. Yeah, what else?
Suck, dude. Who's your coach of the year right now? You already said Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin, I think by definition should probably win coach of the year just because he's making the most out of a bad thing.
Yeah.
But If I actually had to. Man, so it's up there. So I obviously Sirianni. I'm a homer.
I don't think
Dan Campbell.
I think you have to take Sirianni off the list because
yeah.
you're supposed to they're supposed to be up there.
Yeah, but that's still okay. I like Dan Campbell.
Yeah,
and I also like kind of nobody's. I also like
Jonathan Gannon.
I love Jonathan Gannon, but no, I hate Jonathan Gannon. No, he's grown on me.
Skip Bayless, baby.
Skip Bayless. Doug Peterson. If he can win, he should have got it last year.
Who?
He didn't.
Doug Peterson?
Doug Peterson. He took a team coming off 2 back-to-back first overall picks, garbage franchise, got him to the playoffs, and if he can get him back to the playoffs again this year and win a playoff game, coach of the year, done.
Yeah. I think Tomlin would be a bad pick. Might have to go Johnny Harbaugh, though, dude. I mean, the Ravens are balling. I mean, it's kind of low-hanging fruit, but
least controversial Harbaugh, brother.
I just think that they're exceeding expectations.
That's bullshit. They were supposed to be good.
Yeah, but they're great right now.
Okay, the Eagles were
supposed to be great. Yeah, there you go. You just figured it out yourself without me even having to say anything. Perfect. Yeah, let's give the guy that has a great team.
The Ravens have a great team.
Yeah, but they were supposed to have a good team.
Oh, my God. I take my vote back for Dan Campbell. I'll give it to Doug Peterson.
Yeah, it's a horrible pick. You're going to be the only one voting for him.
It's a great pick.
Yeah, he's 6-2 in the worst division in the NFL. JK, that's probably NFC North. Kyler Murray might start this week if everything goes according to plan.
Yes.
Says Jonathan Gannon.
I mean, I don't know, man.
Are you buying Sunday tickets so you can watch the Cardinals?
No, I just don't think I like Kyler Murray.
Dude, you just said
he always seems. I'm excited.
Would you stash Kyler Murray on your bench for fantasy?
I have him on my bench.
Yeah, I know
for
you do.
fantasy.
Yeah, you love him.
I just don't like him.
Ooh,
he seems like a little bit of.
This is going to be your hate bowl. Cardinals play the Falcons next week. Who do you?
It's unwatchable football.
Who do you want to lose more? Who do you wish to lose more? Am I saying that correctly? Who do you hate more? Arthur Smith and the Football Terrace Falcons, or Jonathan Gannon and Kyler Murray and the Cardinals?
This is such a hard pick because they've both hurt me in such different ways.
Yeah.
Jonathan Gannon lost us a Super Bowl.
I ask the hard-hitting questions.
I know. Jonathan Gannon lost us a Super Bowl. Now he's at a garbage franchise. And Arthur Smith hates us all. Arthur Smith hates what we're doing right now.
Probably do.
He's pissed we're here talking about Bijan Robinson's snap shares.
Fantasy football? I don't care about fantasy football.
I don't know. Give him a tie.
Oh, my gosh.
A 2-2 tie. Just 2 safeties are the only scoring plays.
All right, well, Kyler Murray finally start. My next sub-question from that, will the Cardinals still be dog shit?
Yes. Yeah. I think they're the oldest team in the league. Like, not like they've been around the longest. Like, I think their, like, average age of player falls somewhere, like, old as hell.
Really?
Yeah. Like, really. Like, I think they're
don't know. I thought they have some pretty young guys, though.
Yeah, but I think they have more old guys than young guys. That's how averages work. Look it up.
We'll have to, dude.
I'm pretty sure. Like,
we'll
they just feel old, right?
I mean, not kind of.
I just think about Zach Ertz. He's like 42.
Yeah. Trey McBride, though.
I do like Trey McBride, my number 1 tight end on Madden.
Yeah?
Yeah. And Kyler Murray's not even that good. And he's coming back from an injury. Like a pretty serious injury.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see how he plays. We'll find out.
You love Kyler Murray.
No, dude. All right, time to put our GM hat on.
Finally. We limp through this entire goddamn episode just to get to the GM hat.
The GM hat, dude. Which team would you like to inherit right now? The Patriots, the Cardinals, the Panthers, the Bears, or the Giants in their current situations?
What were the options again? I'm like, these teams all suck. Did you hear my voice? I crack.
Yeah, and they're like a little middle-aged.
Patriots, Cardinals,
Panthers,
yep,
Bears, Giants.
Bears.
Bears. Why?
Draft capital. And
why.
kind of a underwhelming division. Like, I think we can eke out some wins against the Packers and Vikings. But I think the Bears, I don't know, Justin Fields has not been, he's been hurt. He's not been that impressive even when he has been healthy. And they own 1 or 2 picks coming up. They own 2 picks,
They own
don't they?
2 picks. Theirs
So
and the Panthers,
I
which would take me out of the Panthers because they don't even have a number 1 pick next year.
Yeah.
Or this year, whatever, this draft.
Yep.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, or I don't think a second rounder either. I think they gave up a second rounder to the Bears as well.
I'm not sure.
I think so. They pick 61, I think, overall. Off the you have to believe me if I bring up the exact pick number. You have to be like, yeah, okay, Brandon. You probably know what you're talking about. There's no reason that just up in my head.
I'm still going to fact check you on that.
Please, you fact check me on old Cardinals and you fact check me on the Bears have the 61th pick. 61th? Oh, my God, he's an idiot. The Bears GM is an idiot.
This is why you lose all credibility, dude.
I know.
The 61th
I know, but if I
pick,
talk
bro.
loud and with confidence, I could
You're
almost
still
sway.
wrong.
I could almost sway anybody.
I was never swayed.
Bears because I love draft capital, and we will beat the Vikings and Packers once each year and the Lions twice.
That's crazy. I was about to take your side.
And I think they should be doing this anyways. I think they should be moving from Justin Fields. I don't know. Caleb Williams hasn't looked that good. Drake May's not looked that good. Michael I can't even say his name. I'll get canceled.
Penix.
Man, that's just funny. And then Bo Nix as well.
Yeah.
Isn't that good? But
Yeah, I think I don't think I'd take the Panthers because of the point that you made. Draft capital. Although
you love Bryce Young though.
Although yeah, I'm not taking the Panthers. I think I'm going to go I'm torn between Patriots Cardinals.
Why not the Giants? They're
Daniel Jones just got his contract. I don't think he's the guy.
He's 65 or 85 million cap hit next year.
Too much. Either one.
Too much.
Yeah. 25 is too much. Yeah, I just don't think he's the guy. I think once you give that contract to the quarterback, you're kind of putting your eggs into the basket, and I'd rather have my eggs in the carton still with Mac Jones and
nope.
Kyler Murray actually got paid as well.
Did he?
I think so.
Yeah, but I think he's cuttable.
Everybody's cuttable. I just think the
Not Deshaun
Patriots.
Watson.
I think the Patriots. I think that I would just.
You got to think
go
about
with them.
divisions too.
Yeah, I think they have some draft capital. They're usually pretty good about keeping their picks and whatnot, I believe.
Yeah, they suck at drafting.
In Mac Jones, I can trick him out of the building and then lock the door.
The old Desmond Ritter technique.
Yep. Hey, can you go get the mailbox
hey,
out there?
Yeah, can you and
Hurry up
Desmond
and
Ritter
change his code to the door.
you and Desmond Ritter go pick up lunch and you come back and the blinds are closed.
Yeah. I don't think there's any other crappy teams that I like. The Titans, maybe.
They just don't do it for me, right? I feel like we're forgetting a team. Like, I'm looking back and I'm like, I'm pretty sure there's a team we haven't like talked about at all this season.
What do you? The Cowboys?
No, fuck the Cowboys. We don't talk about the Cowboys.
You're just talking about bad teams in general, right?
Yeah, I'm just thinking like a forgettable team. Like, there's always like one forgettable team. Like, we never.
Cardinals, Giants.
mean, there's so many. There's some like Raiders. Like, would
Raiders
Raiders
are 4 and 5. No,
would they not qualify?
no, dude. I'm looking at all the crappy teams.
Was there a team on bye this week we forgot about?
Could be. Let's have a little peek ski here. Standings league.
Chargers?
I mean, the Chargers are 3 and 4. There's a lot of teams. I didn't do
Chargers.
it. I did all the teams that have 1 or 2 wins.
Yeah.
Cardinals, Panthers both have 1. Patriots, Bears, Giants have 2. Rams, Broncos, Titans, Packers, Bucks, Chargers all have 3.
Oh, yes. Good football year, right? I have to circle back to one of your segments. So talking about like all these teams, like we're kind of forgetting them because so many teams are like 2, 3, 4 wins, right? Mm-hmm. The circle of parity.
Yeah.
I owe you an apology. I did not know it was.
Thank you.
I did not know it was as rare as it was, and it's kind of a cool moment when it completes itself.
Yeah, you shit on it, dude.
I did shit on it, and I'm sorry, right? But now I'm gonna shit on capitalism. So apparently this was a thing, but they used to call it the circle of suck.
Yeah.
But then, like ESPN, like picked it up and started producing it or something like that. So then they called it the what do they call it now? The circle of parody.
Yeah.
Circle of suck's way better.
Yeah. I don't know why a circle of suck though. I mean, it's cool.
Whoa.
It's really cool. I just don't understand why you shit on it, dude. Do you see like a shooting star and then you yell at it to get out of the way so you can look at the other normal stars? Or
You can compare.
you seem like that guy.
You can't compare the circle of suck to a shooting star.
It
I don't
is,
seem
dude.
like that guy.
Happens every once in a
I
while.
find enjoyment in all things big and small.
Dear diary.
That's a perfect deer. That's a perfect.
I
deer
was
dog.
waiting for you, dude. I was
That's
letting
a-
you do your thing.
That's a
and you just
perfect.
paused.
Have I said deer? Do you know I say deer? Okay. Moving on. What's the next segment?
That's it, dude.
That's it?
Yeah.
We're all the way done?
We've been in here for like 3 hours.
This is a good one. What else?
A lot of ramble.
A lot of ramble.
Yeah.
I really don't think we have anything.
Sorry. The show sucks.
This show's so good. This show gets better. This show has legs. And to quote ZZ Top, it knows how to use them. Should we end on that? That's so good.
I mean, I guess so, dude.
Play.
What was the? Hold on. What was the quote from Mario?
What was the quote from Mario?
Yeah, that he was saying to you that he texted you.
Oh, the crowd goes mild.
The crowd goes mild,
He texted
baby.
me at 1 a.m. and he wakes his wife up to listen.
The crowd goes mild.
So this is a thing too. So he likes to on Spotify podcasts, you can adjust the speed. So that's what he likes to
Really?
do. I think he likes to get messed up. I think he likes to do it at like half speed or double speed because he comes
be
over to my
fun,
house.
dude.
He's like, "Dude, you sound ridiculous at 2 times speed." I'm like, "Well, that's why I don't talk in 2 times speed."
Wow, dude. Interesting. I love it. All right. Shout outs.
Shout out us.
Yeah, dude. 22 episodes.
It's like the Obama meme where he's giving himself the medal. Listen to it. Follow us on TikTok
Yep.
at Snoozers
Facebook.
FB, Facebook,
Instagram. All of them, dude.
Twitter, YouTube.
22 episodes in.
22 episodes in. Only staying the same. Not really getting better, but not dropping off.
Yeah, dude. Consistency.
Consistency.
Yeah.
That's all you want. Well,
Shout out. I got shout out to my friend Ryan, his basketball company. Level Up Basketball Training if you're trying to get better, which you're not athletic enough to play basketball.
I could be better.
I'm wearing their hat today, dude. He's got apparel. Look at that.
Really?
Level Up. Yeah. If you're trying
T-shirt
to,
gate?
no free ads, but this is a free ad. So, yeah. Trying to increase your basketball skill in the Grand Rapids area. Level Up Basketball Training.
That's a good pitch right there.
Mhm.
Holy cow.
Yeah. 3 years, baby. Running strong.
It's been going on for 3 years.
Yeah.
So I saw that you had a note there saying 3 years. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's a long training course.
That would have to be you to get better at basketball.
Like, I'm like,
3-year course.
I'm like, that seems exhausting.
He's probably had some guys that have been there for all 3 years, like clients.
Yeah, that's good.
Great
I
player,
mean,
great guy. He just went into the Hall of Fame. I shouted him out.
At what point?
And he listens to us. He listens to us every episode.
Really?
Yep.
That's awesome. But at what point do you go to basketball classes and after 18 months, you're like, maybe I should just throw it in? Are we getting invaded?
I don't know. Probably never.
Play the music.
Yeah, we're going to play the music.